As I continue to make videos on this channel, I realized one thing. You guys really like top 7 videos. So I done hours of research. I traveled the galaxy. And in today's top 7, we're going to be talking about the top 7 WTF moments in Marvel Cinematic Universe history. Starting with number 1. Nick Fury got his scar from a cat. Captain Marvel. This is one of the most ridiculous ones on this list, and I feel like a lot of people don't like this, including myself. This is stupid. When I first saw Captain Marvel in the cinema and this happened, I was like, you know what? It's not too bad, but at the end of the day, this only happened to make a joke. And that joke is right at the end of the film where Coulson is like, is it true that you got the scar because you wouldn't give information to the Kree and they burned your eyes out? And he's like, I can neither confirm or deny. That is the only reason this happened with the fucking cat. So they can make this dry ass joke. Genuinely, what Coulson said would have been a way better reason as to why he got the eye scar than what happened. He got it from a cat. Obviously, I know the cat is an alien, but it's still a cat. Like, it's not like it grew tentacles and slapped Nick Fury with one of those. No, he just clawed at him, which is just embarrassing. And the fact Nick Fury's going along with this joke, it's kind of decently funny at best, but like in the long run, this was a terrible decision and it shouldn't have happened. I'm sorry. But we move on to number 6. Killing Thanos in the beginning of Endgame. Now, there are many reasons this moment is a WTF moment. It is like one of the most shocking parts of the film, because from the trailers of Endgame, we don't actually know that these two Thanoses are different. We assume they're the same one. So at the start of Endgame, where they're searching for Thanos, they don't know what to do. Thor obviously has his insane PTSD and goes for the head, and you actually see the bone in Thanos's neck when he chops his head off. That is insane for a PG film, by the way. And I would love to say that this moment sets the tone for the rest of the film, but it goes back to jokes pretty quickly. This film, it suffers from unfunny syndrome like literally every Marvel film. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I do think this moment is very good though. I think it shows Thor is like fucked in the head. He's like, I went for the head. He's pretty fucked in the head, to be honest. And I think that it showcases his character very well in his mental state of where he's at, when he instantly just beheads Thanos as soon as he finds out that he can't get the Infinity Stones from him. He's like, fuck this, he needs to die. And with that being said, we move on to number 5. Quicksilver being killed by bullets in Age of Ultron. I've spoken about this already, but Quicksilver is a speedster. He should not be dying or even be threatened by a bullet. Now, I understand that in the MCU, Quicksilver doesn't seem anywhere near as quick as he should be. He doesn't seem anywhere near on par with the Fox Universe version of Quicksilver, but he's still very quick to the point that Captain America is like in slow motion when he's running. And there is a scene where Clint shoots a bullet up and it is traveling in slow motion, even though he was unaware of the bullet in the first place, meaning that he should be able to dodge bullets. The Fox Universe Quicksilver can move bullets around, run around people without them even knowing. The entire world is basically his playground in slow motion. Now, if Quicksilver in the MCU is even half as fast as him, he should still be able to dodge a bullet. And the fact he dies to bullets in this film is atrocious. And I feel like they only done this because they didn't want to mix up Fox Universe's Quicksilver with the MCU Quicksilver, because at this point in time when this film came out, I think it was 2015, the Fox Universe were kind of banging. They were releasing some bangers, I'm not gonna lie. I think Days of Future Past had just come out, or it had been like a year since it came out, and that film is a banger. You should watch it. So I guess they just didn't want to get confused. So understandable, but it's still very shocking that he died to fucking bullets. It's actually like the only way. He shouldn't even die. And with that being said, for the 5th time, we go on to number 4. Hawkeye's entire family gets blipped. This is dark as fuck. And I like that Hawkeye goes through this and then is instantly just 10 times cooler than he was before. This guy is killing people, bro. He's going out there fucking people up. And I like that. I like that a lot. I think the MCU should have more of this, have more of dark characters. Hawkeye saw his whole family die and just instantly was on smoke. I respect the Russo brothers for doing that. His trim is a bit mad though. Like, that's insane. But apart from that, you know, he's badass. I do think this is a very shocking moment, and it makes sense that it happens, but I still wasn't expecting it. Now we're going to go over to Infinity War, the movie before Endgame, and we're going to talk about Vision's death. Vision dying isn't really the part that is shocking. It's the way that he dies. We go through this entire dialogue section with Wanda and Vision. Vision's just like, you have to kill me. You have to do it. And Wanda actually goes through with killing him, which is insane, may I add. She's got balls for this. But the thing that makes it so much worse and so much more shocking is that when she finally blows his head off, Thanos has the time stone and he rewinds her killing him to when he was still alive, grabs him and kills him again. That is dark. That is fucking savage, bro. If you don't think that's shocking, I don't know what is. That is a WTF moment if I had to show someone something. If they asked me, what's the WTF moment that comes to your head first when talking about Infinity War? That right there. Bro's head gets blown up, he gets rewinded, and then his forehead gets pierced open and just, yeah. It's crazy. But it's still not as crazy as the second spot, which is also in Infinity War. Thanos wins. This might be the first superhero movie in history the heroes actually lose. There's no coming back. There's no counter-attack. They lost. And even if there is another world where this happened, I think the MCU done it the best. Seeing everybody get blipped is crazy. I remember seeing a leaked Infinity War trailer where Spider-Man's on the ground and he's like, I'm sorry, Mr. Stark. And when the blip was happening, I instantly remembered when I saw that scene, and I knew that Spider-Man was also going to get dusted. It kind of ruined the moment for me in a little way, but at the same time, something from my past has never hit me that insane and that hard at one point in time than when I saw everyone getting blipped, and I remembered when in the trailer that Spider-Man's on the ground saying I'm sorry, and that scene hadn't happened yet, so I knew Spider-Man was fucked. It's time for the moment you've all been waiting for. The #1 WTF moment in the entire MCU timeline is Wanda killing the entire Illuminati. When Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness came out, it was directed by Sam Raimi, the GOAT, who made the Spider-Man films, the original Spider-Man films. And he's known for Evil Dead and just being a horror genius, kind of. So everybody was hyped for this film. I didn't even know what this film was really about, and the trailers made it look like that Wanda was working with Wong in this one scene. Obviously, it turns out she's the main villain, but bro, when the Illuminati square up to this girl and she destroys them, I'm saying it wasn't even close. It's embarrassing. And I feel like when they do stuff like this, it's only negative for the characters to get fucked like this, because in the future we're supposed to think that Mr. Fantastic is strong, but he goes out like this. He gets turned into fucking spaghetti and he doesn't even land a hit. And people could make excuses saying he wasn't prepared, whatever, but it sounded like they knew who Wanda was in this film. They sounded like they knew who the Scarlet Witch is. Mr. Fantastic even says they're not worried about her, they're worried about Doctor Strange. Captain Marvel says, we can handle your little witch, and then she gets crushed by a statue like 10 minutes later, bro. I don't think you could handle the witch. I think this part of the film is fucked up. What they do to Black Bolt is fucked up. Wanda makes him blow his own brains out. The disrespect is insane, bro. Yo, if I was Black Bolt, I would have to get back up. I would be forced to get back up. It doesn't matter if my brains turn to fucking grounded chicken, bro. I need to get back up. But that's it for the top 7 WTF moments. If you have any of your own WTF moments, why not let me know in the comments? It could be from any film, to be honest. I would love to read them. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I would appreciate if you left a like and commented something you like about the video. I don't know. Maybe it's my voice. You never know. But thank you